Hi fam, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Baby. I film about medicine, food and lifestyle from Kwara State, Nigeria. In case this is the first time here, you are welcome. I hope we can become family members. I hope we can become friends because as long as you watch my video, we have become by force family members. So whether you like it or you don't like it, yeah, my family members. So to all my family members that watch, that like, that share, that subscribe, that comment, you guys make me do what I'm doing, and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. God bless you so much. God bless you guys. So today I thought I should allow my colleagues take over my channel just for today. Over the years, what we see in practice, what we see people do to their children can actually be shocking. So I wanted my colleagues to say different things they've seen in practice from different parts of the country. And I hope this video helps someone. See, you don't need to have a child to watch this video. It might just be your neighbor's child someday. It might be an aunt's child someday. It might be a nephew, it might be a niece. It might be just you're walking on the road and then you just see someone in need and you're able to render assistance. And trust me, just as doctor's rewards is in heaven, your reward too is going to be in heaven. Yes. So today I hope we learn one or two. But before we jump right at it, please, why have you not subscribed to my channel? See, subscription is free. Just click it. Pim. That's it. Like, that is it. It's free. They're not going to charge you for it. So let's jump right at it. We're talking about convulsion. I made sure I get them to speak different languages. So in case they speak your language, oh cool, fine. And then you could be hearing some background noise. Some of them were in their car, some of them were in the clinic. So it was difficult. It was difficult to get a clear background, but I'm sure you still learn one or two. So watch and enjoy.
I'm Dr. Eunice, a resident pediatrician. I'm just going to briefly talk about convulsion. I will divide it into two big groups. We have the febrile convulsion and the non-febrile convulsion. The febrile convulsion is usually associated with fever of more than 38 degrees Celsius and occurs in the absence of any intracranial infection. And when I mean absence of any intracranial infection, it means there's no infection in the brain, no infection in the head, just usually due to this fever. Now, there are certain things that can cause this fever, like malaria, urinary tract infection, infection in the ear, which we know as otitis media, pharyngotonsillitis. Now, this febrile convulsion occurs within the age range of 3 months to 5 years. This is common amongst this age group. It is very, very frequent and very common. Now, am I saying every child within this age range would have febrile convulsion? No. But I'm just saying it is very common amongst this group. Now, the other febrile, non-febrile convulsion, it can be due to brain injury. It can be due to perinatal injury. Maybe the child had problems during delivery or during the neonatal period, and the child comes down with cerebral palsy or any delayed developmental milestones.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I just want to tell you some of the common things people do when their child is convulsing just before they come to the hospital. Convulsion is very common in children, especially when they are febrile, like when the temperature is about 38 degrees centigrade and above. The child could convulse at any point in time. So what are the common things they usually do before they come into the hospital and seek for medical management or advice? One of the most common ones that I've experienced is that, you see, the mothers, when you're taking the history, the mother will tell you that she put her own urine into the mouth of the child while the child was convulsing. Another one is the fact that they put in palm oil in the mouth of the child I don't know how they get to all these things, but these are some of the common things they do before getting to the hospital to seek for medical help.
Things I see Nigerian mothers do, or let's just say, okay, let's say Nigerian mothers do to a convulsing child before bringing the child to the hospital. Well, this is not to say it's a general thing, but it's just an observation of things that I've seen from experience. So I know some of the things that unaware or some unaware mothers do when they see a child convulsing. Usually they don't know that it is supposed to, in their minds they think they're trying to help, but usually these things do more harm than good. So for example, one of the things that is very common is inserting a spoon in between the teeth of a convulsing child, because it's believed that the child should not bite the tongue or bite the teeth, or the tongue should not roll back. So they try to insert a spoon. Sometimes they use what is locally known as omorogun, that's gari toner, omorogun, they put it in between the teeth, and in the process of doing this, whether they hurt the child, they remove some things in the process, and do more harm than actually do good. Then I've also seen a case where they put the feet of the convulsing child in fire. Yes, I've seen that quite a number of times. Of course, nobody needs to tell us what's going to happen when something like that happens. Then I know sometimes they give cow urine. Yeah, they make a concoction from cow's urine. So these are some of the things I've seen in my little years of experience.
Ekaro, Emokun. Bó fún àdìpá ẹ̀ngọ́ ní sábà ṣe àtìgá ilé ìwòsàn aráàlú nọ́ọ̀sì àbí dókítà kọmọ ọmọ tí ní gírí o common lára ọmọdé náà kí ara wọn ti gbóná especially. So ẹ̀ngọ́ ní mìíràn sábà ṣe àtìgá ọsibítù àbí ilé ìwòsàn gàbà nọ́ọ̀sì àbí dókítà gàbà tọ́jú ọmọ náà ìmìíràn àwígò títọ́ itora ile pe mama re atito ainda muito nka mu aro mo nka komo nka mitini giri aiji emere amu epo pupa amu aro mo nka komo tini giri to ngon ne saba sekire mo tiga ile ìwòsàn ga fe doctor abi nurse ga ban tọ́jú ọmọ na.
Ndewo no, aha m bụ Dr. Eunice George. Achọrọ m iji ohere a ịgwatụ ndị nne, ndị nna na ndị na-elekọta ụmụaka gbasara ihe ọdụdụ. Enwere ọtụtụ ihe na-akpalite ihe ọdụdụ n'ụmụaka. Ihe dịka oke ahụ ọkụ, oke agụrụ, oke ịba na ihe ndị ọzọ. Biko, na-eji ohere a ịgwa unu ka ịkwụsị itinye ala akị na ihe ndị ọzọ dịka onye ọzọ na-akpọ na bekee na mkpụrụ anya ụmụaka n'ime ha n'ike ha iji kwụsị ihe ọdụdụ. Mgbe ọ bụla ị chọpụtara na ihe na-adọ nwatakịrị gị, biko kpọta ya n'ụlọ ọgwụ ka a chọpụta ihe kpalitere ihe ọdụdụ ahụ ma kwụsị ya. Chineke gọzie unu.
So I've had parents come to the hospital with their children and they give you the history that also my child suddenly started throwing a fit or started convulsing, and you ask them, oh, so what did you do? And they say things like, oh, we asked the younger one to pee and then we put the pee in the mouth or in the nose or in the eyes. I've heard someone say they will slice onion so that everything from the onion will sort of wake up the child. Some people literally drown their kids in water just to wake them up from the convulsion episode. Different ridiculous things, like you wouldn't believe it. There are just so many unheard stories that sounds like it's not true, but that's what people do, and that's what they term as their first aid. One last one that I personally think it's even brutal is that they sort of in Yoruba, so basically what that means is that you light up a stove, like burning flames, and then sort of use the baby's or the child's leg to sort of very close to the fire, hoping that the heat and the pain and the torture from that sort of wakes the child up. Or some people even go to the extent of beating up their kids, hoping to inflict pain and sort of waking them out of that episode.
My name is Dr. Ojo, and I just have a few things to say about one of the wrong things that we do to convulsing children in Africa. One of them is putting an object into the mouth of a convulsing child. We are trying to, prevent the child from clenching their teeth, thinking, okay, clenching the teeth will make them probably die or will make the convulsion worse. But we don't know that we are actually doing more harm than good when we put something into the mouth of a convulsing child. People put different things. They could put a spoon, they could put a fork, they could put even their finger. And these things can either cause injury to the convulsing child or cause an injury to the person putting their finger into the mouth of the child. And if you put a smaller object into the mouth of a convulsing child, the child could actually aspirate this object, which can kill the child faster than even the convulsion. So what do you do when a child is convulsing? Just lay the child on their side on the ground. Make sure that harmful objects are cleared off from the environment where the child is convulsing, and just let the episode of convulsion run its course. It usually stops on its own, and if it stops on its own, take the convulsing child immediately to the nearest hospital. If it doesn't stop for about 5 minutes, wait. You just have to take the child as soon as possible, take them to the nearest hospital for immediate treatment.
In my own few years of practice, I've seen parents put incision on their children. In my language, they call it simbere. Like they use, I think, a small knife or something, and they use it to make small marks. They start from the head, and then they make marks all over the child's body just because the child is convulsing. See, this thing is never going to stop convulsion. It didn't stop it during our father's days. It's not going to stop it now. So let's stop harming these children and come to the hospital. So I will try to speak Yoruba. My Yoruba is not so good, but I'll try. So my Yoruba bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe gìrì. Ẹ gbé sórí flat surface. Ẹ wá ilẹ̀ ilẹ̀ o flat surface. Tó bá ṣá flat. Ẹ gbé sí orí ẹ̀. Try láti yọ any harmful material, any harmful thing around ní area bí tí ẹgbẹ́ sí yẹn. Ẹyin tó bá wà harmful, ẹ mú kúrò ńbẹ̀. Ẹ loosen aṣọ ẹ̀ tó bá wọ any tight cloth. Ẹ loosen ẹ bọ́ aṣọ ẹ̀. Kò tó ìgbà mi ó lè jẹ́ pé nítorí ara ẹ̀ gbóná ló fi ń ṣe gìrì. So ẹ bọ́ aṣọ sátẹ́gùn máa fẹ́ sí ní ara. Ẹ má fún ní kankan mu. At that point, ẹ má try láti fún ní nǹkankan mu. Ẹ má try láti fún ní oògùn kankan. Ẹ filẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kó parí gìrì yẹn. Tó bá ń gbọ̀n, ẹ má dì mú. Ẹ má try láti hold ẹ̀ pé kó má gbọ̀n mọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ kó gbọ̀n. Tó bá ti gbọ̀n tán, kẹ́ gbé wá sí hospital. In case tó bá jẹ́ pé ó ń tú nǹkan lẹ́nu, ẹ fi ẹ̀gbẹ́ ẹ̀gbẹ́ to the side, and ẹ fi ọwọ́ yín clear ẹnu ẹ̀. Ẹ má worry, kò ní roll back tongue ẹ̀. So ẹ ṣàfilẹ̀. Then tó bá ti ṣe tán, ẹ gbé wá sí hospital immediately. Ẹ má gbé lọ sí ilé àwọn traditional home o. Ẹ má gbé lọ pharmacy. Ẹ gbé wá sí hospital, especially tó bá jẹ́ pé that is ìgbà àkọ́kọ́ tó máa kọ́kọ́ convulse. Ó yẹ kẹ́ mọ̀ ìdí tó fi ń convulse, and tẹ́ bá gbé wá sí hospital la máa lè sọ reason tí ọmọ yín fi ń ṣe gìrì fún yín. And then in case tó bá jẹ́ pé ọmọ yín máa ń ṣe gìrì often, tẹ́tí mọ̀ pé ó máa ń ṣe gangan, then ẹ make sure pé ó ń lògùn ẹ̀ dáadáa. Ẹ make sure pé ó ń rest dáadáa. I hope my Yoruba was able to help a bit. Thank you so much for watching, family members. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and then I'll see you next week. Don't forget, be intentional about your health. Check your BP this week. Yeah, next week I'm promising to ask you and you go and check your blood pressure, please. It's really important. Check your blood pressure. Go for your cervical screening. Go for your breast examination. Just do some intentional things. Men, go for your PSA. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week. Bye.